The sound of that back door opening in Professor's house was the loudest thing I had ever heard. My heart jumped. I froze. If you've never been in this kind of situation, you probably don't know what it's like. I didn't think about my getaway. I didn't turn and run. I just froze. There he was, walking out the door and staring down at his phone. He kept walking and kept staring. He never saw me. When he had passed, I darted through the door, which he had left open. What else could I do? From the other side of the huge plate glass window, I watched him walking toward the pool. I was inside. But his phone was in his hand. There was no getting into it now. Suddenly I had a thought. Maybe he had just stepped away from his laptop or tablet, and I could get access before the screen locked. Without even thinking what would happen if he came back in the house, I turned and scanned the living room. Nothing. Quickly, I moved to the kitchen and then room after room. There it was, a tablet. When I got it, though, it was locked. I turned. Which way was the back door? I had been rushing through the house, not paying attention, and now I was lost. It was a huge house. This guy was living the life, and it was the single life. I was sure now, all leather and dark wood, clearly men's stuff. At least I knew there was no one else here. But where was he? Without thinking, I hit the deck. I crawled behind a sofa. What was I doing? I had sneaked into this stranger's house, and here I was hiding behind his sofa. I felt my heart pounding. What next? Hiding here wasn't doing me any good. I needed to get into his phone when he wasn't looking. Maybe I would get lucky, I thought. He was an English professor, and he taught old stuff from the 1800s. Maybe he was old school. Maybe he actually wrote things down with a quill pen. What was I thinking? Still, it might be on a sticky note or something somewhere. This room looked like a den. I checked the desk, a few bills and such, but no dates or times written on envelopes or anything. The refrigerator? I had been in the kitchen, but I had to retrace my steps back. I glanced out the back windows. He was sitting on a chair by the pool, still staring down at his phone. Maybe I could sneak up on him, grab the phone out of his hand and outrun him. No, that was crazy. I might not get it out of his hand, or I might drop it. Even if I got it, I wouldn't be able to access the information while I was running for my life. There was the kitchen. From a distance, I could see a few things stuck on the refrigerator, but I couldn't tell what they were. His back was turned to me. I rushed to the kitchen and quickly scanned the things stuck on the fridge. A couple of photos, a phone number, and a slip of paper, some pizza magnets. It didn't look very promising. But maybe there was something useful there. I should take a picture, I thought. I reached for my phone. It was gone.